Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the daily practices. So this hackathon we started, it's almost 2 weeks we have completed, and this I think is the third week. And the reason I'm not keeping a track because there is a goal, and that goal, when it is completed, till that we will be practicing this. So to start with, I want you to go back on the day one where we had set an intent. We had an intention to do this. So I want everybody to go back and remember the intent. Those who are attending this is for first time, or those who are watching me on the recording for first time, set an intention or an intent where you want to achieve what in your life and what is that clarity you want to get. Basically, you're working on values, but this is going to give you clarity on your goals, why you're not able to achieve the goals, and if you are progressing, why the progress has been slowed down. So to understand that, first you have to be very clear that what I want from these sessions, what is my intention, what is the intent I'm looking for. Okay, so let's get started. Let's take few seconds to remind our own intention or intent. And to do that, I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and breathe out. One more deep breath in and breathe out completely. Remember your intent or intention. Go deeper in your subconscious and try to visualize the life you would like to live, the clarity you want to get, the actions you want to take. Set that intent as if it is already done, it's achieved. You have to believe it is done. You have to create that as a reality in your mind. Slowly and gradually open your eyes. Okay, now that the intent is set and intention is set, I hope everybody is doing great and everybody is practicing this. If you're not practicing, please get into the practice. It's a simple rituals that we practice every single day, and that is going to help you to upgrade your life. Now, before we start, I just want to be very clear. I want to be clear that everybody understood what is values, how to determine your values, how to understand what's my top value, what is my lowest value, because we are going deeper in that next level of understanding how easily I can understand what's my top value or what is the current need right now. We'll not go deeper into needs right now, but we'll see some part of the need so that it is clear differentiation between needs and values. Okay. So is there any question? You can raise your hand, you can unmute and ask, or you can type in chat window. Anything is fine. So no questions. That's great. That's good. So how many of you have gone through the DeMartini theory and you have completed the assignment and found out the answers to your values? Is there anyone who has gone through the link that we shared last time, the DeMartini page? Was there anyone who has tried it? Because it takes just 15-20 minutes and that will give you the 100% clarity. How to?
Akshay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I wanted to just say very sorry. I could not. I wanted to, but I could not because someone, how her husband was not well. So I could not do all those things. Please, if you can share me the link so that I can go through today. I
Sure.
wanted to do that, but I did not get.
No
बिल्कुल
problem.
time
That's
नहीं
fine.
मिला मुझे.
So we'll do it again. I'll share the link in the group as well as I'll share it in this chat as well. Those are watching me on YouTube. It is very simple. It is, let me read out that it is drdmartini.com/values. If you go there, you should be able to find the values test. You will be able to give that test and you should be able to get that clarity. Okay, what is happening with your values? Okay. Now, so let's get deeper because I was telling you that you come up with your sequence. Now I want you to refine this sequence with today's understanding. So today's understanding, write down differentiation between need and values. So write down one side you have needs, other side you have values. So you can make two columns or just keep two sections to understand. Now, can anybody tell me oxygen is a need or it's a want? It is basically a need. Oxygen is need. Water is a need or want. Water is also a need. Now, how much water I need and how much water you need is completely different. So that comes under want. So I want you to be very clear that whatever you think that you need and it is a must, that is a basic requirement or you need it. For example, food is a need or a want. Now, how much food you need is depending on the person. One person can eat this much, another person can eat this much. So the need for everybody is different. Is that clear? What is need? Before going into more deeper into values and differentiation of need. Now, some of you might tell that my value is doing something that is related to need. No, that doesn't come value. That is you're satisfying your needs, which we will see in more detail in the later sections. In the later chapters, what we are going to learn, we are going to go deeper into understanding what's the 7 needs and how they are aligned. Okay. So I want you to understand right now that the need part is nothing but what you really need in your life. This is like food, water, oxygen. Then you need house, you need clothes. All these are your basic needs. Apart from that, there are emotional needs, which is love and connection, importance. All these things are your needs. Now, what do you value in that? Some of them you will may value and may not value. So I just want you to be very clear part on the needs and desires, because your desires will tell you what you value the most. Clear, everyone? Want is air, water, oxygen. This is your need. Now, some of you may need some tablet. Some of you may need some insulin. Now, that has become part of your body. Now, if there are some people who are going through some physical and emotional issues where they need some medicine. Without that, it is difficult for them. Now, has it become a need? Yes, it has become a need, and they have to use it. The same way, the people who are addicted, they say that I need this kind of alcohol or this kind of substance to feel better. That's not a need. That's just an addiction. Now, the only problem with needs is whatever you need the most, you value the most. Clear, everyone? Whatever we need the most, we value the most. So write down whatever you need the most, you value the most. And you have to write down very clearly what you need and what you value in that. Clear, everyone? For example, if I need water to drink, will I value water? Will I make sure there is enough water in my house? Definitely yes. Now, if I value my kids, and will I be focused on what they need, their education, whatever the food they need, whatever the things they need each and every day, will I focus on that? You will definitely focus on that. So you understand whatever I value, I'll understand what's their need and how I am satisfying that. Clear, everyone? Differentiation between needs and values. If it is clear, type in chat window yes or why. That's more than enough. Okay, so now it is clear what is the differentiation between needs and values. I want you to write down two words. Write down two words. The first word is must. The second word is should. I'll tell you how these are related to your values. So write down, first word is must, second word is should. So these two words, let me explain with example. When I say, I must drink water, that means my body needs water. I must breathe. Can I say I don't want to breathe and hold my nose and mouth for 5-10 minutes? It's not possible. What happens? My body will die because it doesn't have oxygen. So it is a must. Now, for example, you're doing some activity in your day-to-day life and you're saying this is a must. Taking bath is must, cleaning your teeth is must, keeping yourself hygiene is must, taking care of your health is must. Now, if that is a must, will it be highest value or the lowest value? Tell me. Will it come in your highest value or lowest value? Yes, definitely it will come in your highest value because it's a must. Now, when you say I should do this, the mind itself knows that it's an optional. Let us understand more detail about should. Should is when I say I should wake up early, I should exercise more, I should earn more money, I should start taking more classes, I should start advertising my courses, I should build more and more courses, I should sell more and more courses. So when I'm saying should, that is like optional. It is like good to have. I can do it. Is it like a really requirement as an emergency that I must do it? It is not. Because I know even if I don't do this, it's okay. This can wait. This can take some time. And whatever we are telling about our work, about our goals, about our growth, and our money and manifestation, whenever we are saying, I should do this, the mind knows it is an optional. How many of you can relate this? That you said, I should start this business, I should get this job, I should have done this, I should have done that. That means you don't really value that. Because if you would have valued, you would have done as a must. You would have said, this is a must. I should. It not should. I must do this. When you say, I should learn driving a car, that means you know it's an optional. It's not urgent. Now, when it comes to a situation where you're staying in a place where there are no other transportations available and you have to drive the car, then you will say, I must drive the car, because that becomes the topmost need and topmost value. When you knew that you're going to get fired from your job, will you apply for job? You will start looking out for the job. You'll start your own business. Will you think about opportunities? You will, because you know you're going to be fired. The boss has told you have 1 month. After 1 month, you are going to leave this organization. So start looking for the job. Now, what it becomes from should, it becomes must. 1 year back, you're thinking, I should find a new job because you knew the job is not good and work is not happening. But you were not taking any action because it was should. You had an option, you had a job. Now that you know that within a month, you're not going to get any money, your job will be terminated, and you're not going to get any money, you will start looking for opportunities. You will start working. Now, what it has become from should, it has become must. Now, when it changes from should to must, you should understand that it has become urgent. It has become the top. Now, for this person who knows now his job is going away and he has only 1 month, will he enjoy 4 hours of watching TV? Will he go out with his friends? Will he go on trips? Will he exercise for 4 or 5 hours? Not at all. The more time he gets, the more study he will do. He will apply for job. He'll go for interviews. He'll start thinking about job. And how he does doesn't matter, but he's doing it deliberately because he knows it has become a must. So clear, everyone, difference between should and must. Should is like optional. You know, if I don't do it, it's okay. It happens, it's good. If it doesn't happen, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. So how many of you are understanding the difference between must and should? The reason I'm pushing it because whenever we are saying something, we are telling our values. Whenever other person is telling you, they are telling their values through their sentence by telling you must do this. When they're saying you should do this, they know it's an optional. So whenever you're telling about the goals you want to grow in your life, go back and remind yourself and ask yourself, am I saying must or am I saying should? Let me give you my example. Last 5 days, we did not meet because of my family situation. There was a must where I have to give time to my family. I have to take care of my family for last 5 days. I knew it's a must. So what did I do? I requested everybody that we are not going to meet for last 5 days. We will be directly meeting after 5 days. And then it became a must. So whichever was must, I took care of that completely. Now, once that must has been taken care of, I can start my sessions again. So I want you to understand about your goals and about your growth, where you're doing something very deliberately and you're saying, this is must, I must do this. And where you're saying, I should do this. This will tell your subconscious mind that whenever you're saying, I should do it, you're saying your mind, it's an optional. You don't have to do it. It's okay if you don't do it. But when you tell it's a must, it has to be done. One more example, let's take all of you have gone to school. All of you have written examination. Is there anyone who has not gone to school anytime and doesn't know how to read and write? Not possible. I know that. So if you have gone to school, when the exams came, tomorrow is the exam. What is your studying pattern? Is it a must or it's a should? Option 1 is must. Option 2 is should. Should you study or you must study? Remember, you have only 12 hours. After that, you're going to write an exam. Or let's say 24 hours. What you will do? It's a must. And let's say you have not studied for last 6 months and you don't know anything about this. Now, before 2 days itself, it becomes a must. If you want to get good marks or if you want to at least pass the exam, right? It becomes a must. Now, for example, when I tell everyone this example that every boy in this world wants to have six-packs ab, but they are not doing because it's not a must. There is no highest value connected to that. If a person comes to you and tell you that if you make six-packs ab, I'm going to take you in a new movie and I'm going to pay you upfront 100 crores. Once the movie is done, I'll give you 100 more crores. You're going to get 200 crores. Will you start working on your abs? Will you have six-packs ab? More than that, right? So what has happened? The value has increased and it has become must. Now, the reason we are doing this must and should, because I want you to understand what you're valuing most and what you're not. And we want to change the sequence of your values. How to change the sequence and values? We will do it tomorrow. But before that, you should understand what is must for me and what is should for me. Clear, everyone? Is it clear? 100% clear? Yes. Suritaji is saying yes, clear. Okay. Now, if you know that what is a must and should, today's assignment will be you have to write down all your goals that you want to achieve. It's very simple. Write down all your goals. Now, on the top of the goal or at the end, somewhere, I want you to take a different color pen or just mark it by a symbol saying M and S. Write down all your goals in a sequence and mark your goals at the top or somewhere at the corner, which is very clearly visible, highlighted as M or S. S for sandal, M for monkey. So now you are going to write M or S because I want you to know if this is a must or if it is a should. The reason we are doing that is to understand the sequence of our goals as well. When you say this is a must, that becomes your top value. When you say this is should, that is going lower in your values. So your goals, what you want to achieve, and you're struggling with that, and you're not taking action, or even if you're taking action and you're not able to get that goals, the only problem is with must and should. When it becomes urgent, when it becomes must, you will focus on that. For example, if a person is having headache, if the person is getting everyday headache, and the person is not taking any action other than eating the tablet, because the person knows as soon as I eat tablet, the headache is gone. But actually, the headache is there every single day. If the person is facing this problem for more than a week, and still the person is not going to consult a doctor or not going to work on his headache, what does that mean? It has not become must. The person doesn't value his health. The person doesn't value what he has. The person values something else which is more urgent and must for him. Now, the person is not wrong here. I'm not saying this person is doing something wrong. I'm not saying this person should have gone to doctor. I'm not even saying that person should have treated himself. I'm just telling you the differentiation. The person made a choice. Whatever we make choice is the best choice for that moment. And the person made the best choice of taking care of something else, which is a must for him. And he took the tablet or she took the tablet for that moment because she or he knows that this task needs more attention. So my headache can be kept aside. I'm keeping my headache aside because this is a must now. And what you should do, you should go to doctor. You should show to doctor. You should do some exercise. Now the should knows that, okay, it is an optional. So what this person does, the person goes and takes a tablet and the person starts focusing on what is must. So you're understanding the clear differentiation. So I want you to write down which goals you're struggling with and ask yourself if it's a should or a must. I can guarantee you that the moment it shifts from should to must, you will start taking action. And that time you will not only take action, you will start becoming successful. Because what happens when you are left with only and only one option, then it becomes must. How many of you here don't know swimming? Now, if you don't know the swimming, or if you don't know, a person doesn't know a swimming, okay, Pradnya says yes, doesn't know a swimming, and if that person goes near a water and they have told that, okay, you have to go through this water only, this is the only way to go, will the person go from that water? The answer is no, definitely it will not, because the person doesn't know. Now if it comes that his or her loved one is there at the center of that water and this person has to go and save them, it becomes a must. Now, what this person will do, he'll find some other way to go and reach and get that person out. How it'll happen, we don't know. But the person will give a try because it has become a must now. What has increased? Value has increased. The loved one is inside the water and the loved one has to be saved. This has increased the value suddenly. So it becomes from should to must. Right? Clear, everyone? Now, let me tell you my story where it became from should to must. So I was in a job for almost 9 years. And during that, I was just saying that, yes, I should change the job. I should change the job. I should change the job. But I was not taking action till a point where I knew now that my progress has been stagnated. And I started understanding that this is not the growth path I am going to grow on. And I had many obstacles where I knew that here I'm done and I have to move out. I started working at that moment. But before that, 2 to 3 years, I was just saying, I should. But I was procrastinating. And when I procrastinate, it clearly tells me it is not a must, it is a should. How many of you have done this way that you procrastinated for many days and finally you understood, no, today it has become an urgency. I have to do it. This is what it happens with your health, relationship, career, and money. We don't get that as a must. We think it's a should. And when it goes and becomes an emergency, now it is a must, right? So I want you to understand, write down all the goals and write down where it is a should, where it's a must. When it is a should and where is a must, you just get that clarity. And then we will understand how to change the should to must. Okay? That is one thing. Second, I want you to observe what you're saying every single moment and understand if you're using the word must or the should. Now, there could be a similar words in your own language. We don't speak English 24/7. We speak in our regional language or our mother tongue. Now, you will be understanding the exact similar word of must and should in your language as well. And I want you to observe that. That will tell you what you are valuing the most. Second, you will listen to others and try to identify their values by listening when they are saying must, when they're saying should. If somebody is coming to you and saying, you must do this, that means that person values particular thing that he's telling to do you. For example, When somebody comes and there is a temple at the mountain of outside the city, there is a mountain and there is a temple. You must visit that temple. It's so beautiful. It is so auspicious. And you should visit that temple early in the morning, 5:30, where you just go and pray and all your prayers will be taken care. You must go there. What does that tell? This person is crazy about that temple and he values that more. And he values that more. That's why he's coming and telling you with full enthusiasm, like, you must go that. You must do this. Right? Now, one more example. If a person goes on a trip and he enjoys and he has spent a huge amount and he comes and says that, see, money you can earn anytime, but you must experience this trip. This is a once in a lifetime experience. You must go there. You understand what he's trying to tell you? The trip he felt, the enjoyment he felt is a must for him because he knows that that is more precious than money. He's telling you, money you can earn, but the amount you spend and the feeling you get after going to that trip is different. So that person is telling you he values that going on trip or that place and having that enjoyment is more precious than the money. Now, how many of you had seen in news last time when there is a kund in India where the people go and they dip and they feel that you will get more blessings, your life will change, you'll be purified, right? Now many people went. Like there were like millions of people visited, not only from India, outside India, and everybody came, everybody visited. They went to that kund and they went and took a dip. Now, why did they do? Because they valued the most. Now, if you see other times, if you tell people to go there, they may or may not. But when the time was very auspicious, everything was aligned, and people knew that this is going to happen after like 125 years or somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong with the numbers, but it was very auspicious. That's what I know. And many people went. Now, do you think that each and every person in India went? No. Who went? Who valued the most? Who went? Who thought that this is a must? Now you're understanding what is happening with our mind. When you know that it's a must, you will take an action. There was a crazy crowd going there. There was like traffic jam all over the roads, which is going to the Kund. But still, people did not give up. They were going there. Why? Because they knew the value. Now, the same thing, if I tell you to go to your office in the same crowd, you'll say, no, 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 I'm not ready to go. I would rather work from home today. But if this is the traffic, I don't want to go. Because this is not a must for me. I can work from home. If there is a traffic, I can call my manager and I can tell, today I'm not coming, there's a traffic on the road and I'm working from home. Now, this option is there. Now, let's say if your manager says, no, I don't know how you're coming, but I want you in office. You come 2 hours late, that's fine. But you should be in the office, otherwise you're fired. Now, what happens? It became from should to must. So when you change from should to must, what you will do? Anyways, you'll get up. You'll say that, okay, 2 hours it is taking. I'll reach in 2 hours and you'll reach office. So the moment it changes from should to must, we take action. So I'll tell you how to change your should to must, but I want you to bring your goals and write there M or S. I'm saying M or S. It cannot be M and S. It should be M or S. So please write down all your goals. Understand if it's a must or it's a should. And if there is a should, will turn into a must. Clear, everyone? Those are watching me on YouTube or in recording, I want you to practice this. Even though if it is not live, it doesn't mean it is not helpful. My sessions, which I'm recording such a way that whenever you watch it, you should be able to practice and transform. Transformation is the goal here. So everyone, I want you to come tomorrow at 7:30. We will see what's your goal, what's your should, and what's your must, and how to change from should to must as well. Okay, now everybody said thumbs up, everybody said it's awesome, everybody got it. So with that, I would like you to start practicing right now. Let's end the session right now, but you write down what's your goal and is it a must or a should. And then we will see how to make it a better in your values, how to bring it in your top values. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for practicing and creating this magic. And if you have questions, put it in the chat window. You can directly send it to me or in the group. But before sending that, I want you to share today's learning and your experiences and any feedback you have. Because with your experience and your sharing, other people get inspired and then they feel that, okay, this person is getting benefit or this person is understanding something. Let me also try. Let me also watch the recording. Let me also start practicing. So your sharing and your feedback is going to help others. So please share your learnings and your feedback today. Thank you so much for practicing and creating this magic with me. See you tomorrow
Uh,
again at 7:30 a.m. Thank you.
Akshay sir,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Please share the link.
Yes. I'll share in
Yeah.
the group because chat, once
Yeah.
I close this meeting, it
Yeah.
will go
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, no, in the
I'll share
group
in the group.
only, that will be more
Yeah. So
beneficial.
let me do it
Thank you.
right now after this session. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day. Bye bye.
Same.